Hello and welcome to the Scorpion's Mind Palace. If you're a returning viewer, we welcome you back. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome to the channel, and hopefully if you enjoy the content, you decide to stick around and join the collective. What we're doing today is we are doing the last of the air signs and the individual astrological sign general readings for the week. This is a narrowed down version of our big all-sign collective reading. So if you didn't catch, your messages and that, or maybe you didn't get much, you've got an opportunity to get more in these individual readings that are specifically designed for that sign and those connected to them. So if you're a Gemini, sorry, I had to remember who we were on. If you're a Gemini, this reading's for you and anyone connected with you. As with all things I say on this matter, this is a general reading, much like the big all sign ones is. So there's a chance you won't resonate with everything. Pretty high chance. Maybe you'll get a bit, maybe you'll get a chunk, maybe you'll get none. But the whole point is in a general reading, you have to take what fits and leave the rest. Don't try to force it to be your story if it doesn't feel like it is your story. All that does is going to complicate things, make you feel upset, cause you stress and anxiety you don't really need in your life. So I don't really advise it. So take that as you will. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. While I do so, we'll go ahead and cover some of the spiel while I'm shuffling here. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do offer those. To get one, all you gotta do is contact me at my email, scorpionsmindpalace@gmail.com, to schedule and order one of those. If you like written form daily readings, we offer those on a couple of different Facebook groups as well. Spirited Away and the Scorpion's Mind Palace. Same YouTube channel. In the Scorpion's Mind Palace, we also do daily song readings. Or readings, I should say. Write-ups. Where we talk about what that artist was trying to get across, what they were meant to convey, and what you can learn from the situations and stimuli that they're talking about in the songs to kind of help you out emotional maturity wise and intelligence wise to better process these things in your own life. It's great stuff. We're currently on the blues. Love the blues. So you get some great music maybe you haven't heard before, maybe you have, and maybe learn something in the process. But without further ado, let's get into a Gemini and find out what's going on for you this week. So above the reading, you've got the Queen of Wands. Below the reading, you got the Five of Cups. In the overall hopes section, you got the Ace of Cups. In the overall challenge, you got the Queen of Pentacles. And in your spread, you got the Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Page of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Got a lot of queens out here. That tells me that we're talking to some divine feminines. Most likely, yeah. But we got a lot of big energy happening here is basically what it really boils down to. So in the overall part, Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's fiery, determined, sexy, feeling their energy, knows it, looks good. This is the gorgeous, handsome card. People are noticing the way you look and are vibing it. You are vibing it, you're strutting your stuff and doing right. And you're really kind of standing in your power right now. You're not really feeling off at all in that regard. And that's going to overshadow everything as we go through this week. Now in the Five of Cups underlying everything, you may be still trying to get over, heartbreak, loss, defeat, because the Five of Cups is all about staring at your spilled cups in love. They're all spilled over, but there's two behind you that are still full, and if you just turned around, you would notice them. This is really just talks about dwelling on the negativity of things. So maybe if you've been in that negative mind space for a while, it's time for that to change, and this is going to underlie stuff. So it's going to be the underlying root of all the things you deal with this week. Now in the hope section, Ace of Cups, hoping, wishing for a new offer, new opportunity when it comes to love in the heart space. So this is, you just want something to come in and change things up for you. So maybe you've been single for a while, maybe you've been coming back from a bad situation in love in the past, and you're really hoping something new comes your way. Now, in the overall challenge section is the Queen of Pentacles. So as a challenge, I say this maybe talks about you, maybe you're not very stable right now. Maybe you're having work issues, money issues, time issues. You're not feeling balanced. You're not feeling, good equilibrium when it comes to your work and home life, that kind of thing. So in the challenge section, this might say that you need to focus on those areas of life because you're going to be challenged in them during this week. So maybe you need to buckle down at work, or maybe having just lost a job, you got to find a new one. But again, that's going to be the challenge that tests you this week. Now, moving into the spreads, you got the Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords. So this tells me that you've been resting, recovering, healing, recuperating, getting past this Five of Cups sort of attitude. You've been trying to fix your mind that way, recover from the wounds and slings and arrows you've been forced to endure. And afterwards, this leaves you in this Queen of Cups energy where your heart is full, abundant, you're warm, you're glowing, you exude a certain radiance about you. Now, you are wise and discerning when it comes to the matters of the heart. You've been burned before, and you aren't really keen on having it happen again, so you're looking out for the warning signs, the red flags, and others. But now someone in this Emperor energy is coming along your paths. Maybe this is an authority figure in your life. Maybe this is a boss or something like that. But something about this Emperor is going to catch your attention. So maybe you're going to have to be dealing with that. And with this Page of Swords is the web stalker energy. This is coming forward to speak a small truth. This is curiosity, research, sort of speaking small truths, finding clarity in ways, but nothing very profound. Could be a younger energy coming forward towards you swiftly to kind of express something. But we're going to get some clarifiers, and that's going to help us out on this one, tell us exactly what's going on, and see what's happening. So, Spirit, help us out with Gemini here. Let us know what's going on. Clarify these cards for us. Let us know what's going on this week so they can better navigate the week and understand what's coming out. Spirit, please clarify these messages. Give us some heads up on what's happening here. We appreciate it. Please and thank you. Alright. Cards are a little jumpy. Alright. Judgment card. I don't really normally take out pop-outs, but that one's jumping at me that it should stay. So we're going to put that one right there. Well, we'll get a couple of cuts here to sort of get us where we need to go. That feels right. So clarifying is the Moon, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups to the Emperor, Three of Wands to the Page of Swords. Okay. So this Judgment card, when it comes to the Four of Swords, this tells me that you've kind of examined the things that were troubling you, the things that you were recuperating from, healing from, resting from, and you really looked at them with a keen, realistic mind and heart, and having learned the lessons from those, you're really able to make good judgment calls on why things happened the way they did. Whether or not you made poor judgments about people, or maybe they just did wrong things, or sometimes stuff just doesn't work out on its own, or what have you. This is going to be karmic justice on things. This is going to really kind of due to this healing, you're going to see your judgment on matters improved. Now, this Queen of Cups, clarified by the Moon card, tells me that you're not speaking everything. You're still keeping your feelings kind of bottled up, kind of close to your, keeping your cards close to your vest. because you're still a little tender, a little gun shy. Now this Emperor that's coming into the picture, they want to come forward in a small way and speak in a small expression of their feelings. This can be flirting. This can be asking somebody on a date, what have you. And that's going to be about all they're going to put forward until they see your reaction. So maybe this is what you're waiting on as far as this hidden emotions. You feel for this person, but you don't want to say anything because you see them as the Emperor. And what if they say no? So there's a little fear of rejection in there. But they're gonna make a move, not a big move, because again they don't want to overextend themselves or overshare, as it were. And they're really going to see how things play out themselves and gauge your reaction from there. Now, this Page of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands, is... Now, I'm really getting that web stalky sort of action off of the Page of Swords, that Facebook creeping. So maybe you're dealing with an ex energy that's trying to keep tabs on you, or somebody's studying you. And you're really kind of turning your back on that sort of behavior, and you're charting a new course, because I see you leaving that behind and catalyzing your future in a whole different way. Yeah, that's different. So yeah, I see this as a big progression of matters. Recovery, leaving behind the Five of Cups. And that leads to these new potential opportunities. It doesn't say anything about how well they're going to go, because you're really still kind of hesitant, and they're not being super overtured here as far as making expressions of feelings, but there is some. But your hopes and your wishes say that that's what you're looking for. So anyway, Gemini, let me know how it goes. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, please consider sharing, subscribing, joining the collective, and we will catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.